Harris, what do you know?
Get your ass to Mars.
Mission.
Wait.
15,
Counting?
14, 13,
All systems are go.
11,
I am the J Tyler. Gotta have time to masturbate.
Well, I think it kind of speaks for itself. He just goes completely anti-science. I see money for naughty favors. Where's that mushroom toy?
You're a cunt now. You've always been a cunt.
I guess he's not being charged for hollering at them about masturbation and threats.
And the only thing that's going to change is you're going to become an even bigger cunt.
When I have ideas, I just write them down. Hey everybody, welcome to the Live. I'm the J Tyler.
I am your Miss Parker.
It's not a sick world. I'm slowly whittling down at the intro until the beginning of the year. It'll just be like
Something completely different.
Yeah, eventually. So when we come back,
When we come back at the beginning of 2022.
Speaking of which, yep. If
Well, that cast quite a damper on things.
I like to keep guessing. Hey, later on today, we're going to talk about
In our art segment,
in
the fourth segment, we're going to talk about chocolate art.
Yeah. It's not involves what you think. It's icing and Dream Johns and a Roomba in some cases, but we'll get to that at the end of the segment.
We know how to expand on a theme here
Yes,
at
we
Nothing
do.
Yet Live.
Yeah, and that'll be our art segment.
Yes.
Here, I thought my life would be boring.
Yes, tell me about that.
Well, I just thought about these guys like Mark Meadows and stuff like that. They were like, "Oh, I'm going to be a part of in history. Like in 100 years, he will be a name in a history book."
Mark Meadows.
Yeah.
Yeah? Probably.
We'll be known for having survived. We'll be a statistic that survived Corona.
Right.
Or whatever.
And Mark Meadows will be known as a Benedict Arnold-ish
It's just
type figure.
Again, I thought, oh, great. We're going to have this weird Trump thing go on. And, the Trump show would be over and Hillary would be president. And then life would just kind of go on normally for the foreseeable future, that we'd be getting out of wars and all this. Maybe this will be like the 50s or something, Nope.
We took a left turn.
Just
that was a right turn.
It is just like the 20s.
Yep. Well, actually, it's like the teens because we got a plague as well.
Yeah, well,
it's kind of like all smushed together. We got the scary government, and then we got the plague.
It's just it's like the Roaring 20s. Only this time the roaring it's not machine guns because of prohibition. It's the roaring on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
This over, people going crazy.
And then there was the whole toilet paper, the war over the paper wars.
Well, can you imagine if this was 30, 40 years ago or 50 years ago, and Fox News was running around saying all this crazy bullshit.
Oh yeah, and that's a tease for the COVID corner. We've got a Fox
at
News
the goddamn stake. The fact that they're just it's the difference back then would they'd have to make a recorded phone call or instead of a text messaging in their fucking panic. It's just
yeah, it would be a recorded phone call. Get him out.
So yeah, so good on you, Mark Meadows, seizing the reins of history. It's going to be part of it. We're just going to be but hey, look what we made. You think 22
it's going to be a good
we're
year?
We're going to start revving up to our predictions for 2022.
Well, none of our Deadpools have happened, or did they?
Oh yeah, time to make one of those.
Yeah, let's at the beginning of the year. That's one of our projects is we have to make a Deadpool.
Yeah, this will be interesting. How many is how many do you pick?
I think
last time we had a limit. It was 10 or 20. Or
I don't know that I can come up with that many. So
I usually have a side one of just people, but then you got to pick top 20.
I can't even think of 20 people that I think are going to die.
Oh, you just start looking up old actors and shit like that.
Yeah, that's what we did before. Yeah. And I think you actually got one, and I can't remember.
I got Stephen Hawking and
a
couple of Barbara Bush or something, and George Bush. I got those all kind of.
Okay, but those weren't in
No,
2021.
no, I know that. No, I didn't make any. I didn't do any Deadpool for 20.
We kind of did, and then we dropped it.
Yeah.
And I had Shannon Doherty on my list.
Well, what do you guys think? We'll bring back the Deadpool and see how long it lasts.
Yeah,
Also,
and see how long they last.
yeah, we got to do like a statesman kind of thing. People like the statesman going through the states. That was something that I did on the original show way back when.
So you're going alphabetically. You
We
start
went
with
alphabetically, starting with Arizona, I guess. No,
No, it'd be Alaska.
Sorry. Starting with Alaska. No, Alabama. I always get those confused. I was told there would be no alphabetical.
Yes, it would be Alabama.
Alphabetizing. But yeah, we started from there and then worked our way down.
So you come up with a news story.
Yeah.
From
And we'd each come
state.
up with one, and we would each come up with one individually, and you guys, the people, would decide.
Their favorite.
Yeah, their favorite. So
Okay.
that could be a thing we could do again.
Okay. And I had an
Yeah.
idea of doing a romance segment.
Yeah.
Maybe try it out just the week before Valentine's Day. And if it turns into something, then it can be a regular segment.
Well, Apocalypse Academy was good,
It was.
but it was only good for during the apocalypse. Now the apocalypse is over.
Well, we still have
See
to
how I
talk
said that
about
jokingly. Apocalypse is over.
the apocalypse is in progress.
Yeah, we now take you back to your scheduled apocalypse.
So, how many steps away do you think we are from a zombie virus?
No, I don't know. All the steps. There's no such thing as zombies, kids.
Well, that's not true. In
Bullets and
humans, yet there's no such thing. But within insects, in the
Oh.
insect world, yes, but it's not a virus, it's a fungus.
Insects ain't no monkeys. Now I'm wondering what the next virus is going to be. Hopefully, like this is it. I mean, hopefully it's just like this one sort of super virulent strain of this coronavirus that's running around, and that's kind of it. Like, thought that there's like some sort of fucking Ebola shit waiting in the wings. I don't have time to think about that.
I don't either.
Oh,
I don't have the
you know what?
energy. I've got
I wonder why it was so dark in here.
I've got I've got cancer to be nervous about.
Let there be light.
Oh, great.
Lighting, Nibbles. Where were you on the lighting director there?
She's back there farting. She thought that would light the
that's right.
place up.
Oh, it almost did.
She's like, light a match.
So yeah,
That's how you light the place up.
here I thought my life would be boring.
Yeah, you had quite a 2021.
It was an interesting year for me, and it was funny because at the beginning on the show I played that. I think 21 is.
I know. That was one of the first shows I watched, and it kind of roped me in because I was like, oh my God, I haven't heard that song in so long. I love that song.
I was pretty good back then. I'm slipping a little bit in my creative bits.
Well, you're getting lazy because I'm here.
That's right. No, just the creative bits. So I've been relying on her to come up with them and see where that got us. Just kidding. No, we just stripped.
Yeah.
Stripped away ones that slowly but surely bits fall by the wayside. I mean,
Well, some of them are really hard to keep up, like perspective versus perception. It's hard to come up with something once a week or once a day.
we need more like once a week segments. Maybe we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
We'll try all that. Again, at the beginning of the year, it's like I have a bunch of stuff, and then it gets
Well, Dick of
whittled
the Week stuck
down.
in
Your
and
Miss
out,
Parker. Oh,
in and out.
Yes, she's filthy off the air. If you think this is bad.
Hey, you haven't had to cut my mic. You only had to cut my mic once.
It wouldn't matter because this mic will pick it up too.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, so
So the European
that's,
Union.
Yeah, that's my segment. I thought my life was going to be boring.
Yeah, so did I.
I
At
didn't
the end
think
of 2019, I was like, how am I going to deal with this? My God.
Trump got elected and everything went south.
Well, no, I
It was
thought
actually
even
a little before that too.
I was looking forward to a certain amount of boredom after Trump was elected. I'm like, I don't want to have to worry
thought
about this every
ineffective.
day. And there was a fatigue that kicked in.
He was everywhere.
There was a fatigue that I didn't realize had kicked in until after it was over.
Speaking of kicking in,
Europe has made its first step toward going green.
we use that term loosely. Europe.
Europe. Well, the first country in the European Union has legalized. Oh
Weed.
God,
Legalized
Nibbles
weed.
distracted
Aren't you-
me. Recreational weed, to be specific.
And
Malta.
the rest of Europe went, wait, it's not
Exhale.
legal. It's not legal. Oh, did you get on
my
that? Making it legal?
God.
Would you get on making it legal? They'll be like, yeah, we can tax it. Let's do it.
Oh Jesus, I cannot abide.
Oh,
And the eyes
I
have it.
smell nothing.
The
Your,
can the
your
hash
eyes that are watering.
Ugh. The hashtag cannabis reform bill has just been approved at third reading stage, whatever that means. Tweeted Owen Banici,
They have to read
Maltese.
it. They have to read it 3 times because they're so stoned.
and the,
Well, you're gonna
the
have to
smoke
like
is so
the third,
thick
the
in the
third read.
chamber.
You can't see. It's like, what is this word? A, sir.
It's
A
the smoke is thicker than at
third
a
reading.
Grateful Dead concert.
Hey, well, at least they got it done.
Uh,
Good on you for being a country too, Malta. I had no idea.
you didn't know that?
Not really.
You just knew it as the place they filmed Troy,
I
right?
thought it was just like an island somewhere.
It is an island.
Yeah.
It's an island in the Mediterranean, and
Yeah.
they filmed Troy there.
Oh, okay. Probably where it actually happened too.
Probably, yeah.
This was filmed on location at Troy.
But they didn't have weed on set.
No. Go
Bill
ahead.
number 241 sought to establish the limited decriminalization of certain cannabis related activities to allow for a balance between individual freedom in the limited and responsible personal use of cannabis and other social requirements. You know, if we legalized it in the US, it would never be written that sophisticatedly. Only Europeans could make it that complicated sounding.
Oh, I don't know.
In the US, they just say, smoke weed.
They probably have to put like all kinds of packaging too on it. That's like it's bad for your health.
Right, right.
I mean, small price to pay, yo. Remember,
It'll-
you guys, it's not legal. It's just regulated. No such thing as legal weed. There is. I mean, if you just grow it yourself. But anybody got time for that. Plus, you got to get that.
My
you gotta
household
get
would
that
beg to
designer
differ.
weed. Under the new law, citizens aged 18 and over will be allowed to possess up to 7 grams of cannabis, a whole quarter, and cultivate up to 4 cannabis plants at home. Okay.
That's nothing.
Prepare for a water shortage. Malta. It's not that
For
water.
4 plants?
No,
Even
I
if
could just watch the whole island. It just turns green. Why not?
yeah, when you
People
fly
should
over
grow it
it,
everywhere. You should
it's a
just
big
grow it,
chunk
even
of
if it
green.
doesn't. Like, just have it all growing everywhere like grass.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Makes a lot of oxygen.
Mhm.
However, smoking cannabis in public will remain verboten against the law, and anyone caught consuming cannabis in front of a person under the age of 18 will be liable to fines of between like 350 and 500 bucks.
Well, that's disappointing. In Europe, they smoke like chimneys. They smoke cigarettes constantly.
Yeah.
And I find that to be stinkier.
Yeah.
But oh God, speaking of,
Get ready for the new Maltese Falcon strain of weed. Like, bro, this is the Maltese Falcon. Hey, I just thought of that. Hey, we
Yeah,
could do a bunch
excellent.
of, we could bring back like cannabis strains, but we base it on like art, not
okay.
chocolate art, which will be coming at the end of this.
Yeah, you don't want to be smoking chocolate.
Well, you
art
know
when
what's legal? It doesn't cost, it won't cost you $350 to $500 in fines.
oxytocin from hugs?
Oh, craft CBDs.
Oh, well, you got to pay for it.
It'll help you come down from your new Maltese high.
Oh, right.
It's great.
Hey,
Hope
in
Craft
Malta,
CBD.
y'all, when they legalize it, it gets really potent.
Jackson Time and
You're
Tanny
going to
Time.
need it. Hmm.
Out in Delta, Colorado, near there. Hope Ranch, to be more exact. Can't wait to see it.
Can't wait to blow shit up there.
Ugh, I wonder if we could do that. They're constantly working on improving the sustainability of their farms. They care about the environment, they care about climate change, and most of all, they care about you. And I'm going to crack the whip on the lube.
You better
That did not sound good.
crack the whip on the lube. Damn. Hopecraft CBDs is more than 11 years in the making, and they make tinctures and salves and massage oil
And the
that is
best
soon
candy.
going to evolve into lube, and then the best candy.
This will help you if you get too high from your Maltese weed. You can take a little bit of this Hopecraft CBD and straighten you right out. That's just my personal experience.
Actually, if you're too high on anything, just suck on one of those lozenges
That works.
and it'll help bring you down.
Anyway, I'm not making any claims. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, I'm not a doctor either.
Yeah.
I'm just an educated consumer. Visit hopext.com. That's HOPEXT.com.
Enter promo code STFUJ. That's STFUJ.
Shut the
all
fuck up,
letters.
Jay.
Fuck up, Jay. For up to 30% off. Check them out. Better known and family owned. We'll be back in a little bit with some honorable dick mentions. And that's it.
That's it.
This is Nothing Yet Live.